NoGenerals is a highly acclaimed content creator and professional streamer specializing in Escape from Tarkov, widely regarded within the community as one of the most skilled PvP players in the game's history. NoGenerals' streaming career is anchored on twitch.tv/NoGenerals, where he has amassed 77.4k followers and consistently ranks among the top English-language EFT channels, currently number 37 for English Tarkov streams and number 78 overall for the game in recent 30-day metrics. In the last 30 days, as of early January 2026, he streamed for 94 hours, averaging 1,116 viewers with a peak of 3,440, accumulating over 105,334 viewer hours primarily from EFT sessions. His content style is fast-paced, unfiltered, and PvP-centric, showcasing raids on maps like labs, streets, shoreline, and dorms where he often solos squads, trolls opponents, or tackles bosses like Killa with minimal gear. Which mouse does NoGenerals use? NoGenerals has primarily alternated between two Logitech models, the G502X and the Superlight. NoGenerals is using the Logitech G502X wireless mouse, paired with his Wooting 60He keyboard. This marks a return to the G502X after periods of experimentation with lighter alternatives, suggesting a preference for its ergonomic design and additional programmable buttons that allow for complex macros in games like Tarkov. NoGenerals mouse settings. NoGenerals sets the core mouse sensitivity to 0.145 for hipfire aiming, enabling precise 180-degree turns and micro-adjustments without over-aiming in intense firefights. His leaning setup is particularly innovative. Mouse button 4 handles lean left, and mouse button 5 manages lean right, replacing default QE keys to allow seamless integration with WASD movement and ADS peaking. Pressing both side buttons simultaneously produces a super peak faster than stock controls. This customization eliminates input conflicts, as slow leans are unbound or overridden, prioritizing regular leans for PvP fluidity. While specific ADS multipliers and per-scope sensitivities are not explicitly detailed in his shared content, his playstyle suggests standard pro configurations such as a 1.0x multiplier for most scopes or relative scaling to maintain consistent feel across optics, adjustable via the game scope sensitivity sliders. NoGenerals PostFX settings. The core philosophy behind NoGenerals PostFX is visibility-first optimization for PvP dominance. Brightness is often kept -100 to reduce glare from lights and preserve shadow detail, countering the blinding effects of enemy flashlights while maintaining usability with night vision goggles. Saturation is boosted moderately 100 to add color pop, making gear, skin tones, and environmental elements more distinguishable without oversaturating to the point of caricature. Clarity, a local contrast enhancer, is cranked high 0 to define edges and textures, helping discern limbs or weapons poking from cover. Adaptive Sharpen and Luma Sharpen are key to his crisp look. The former dynamically sharpens based on motion and detail 0, while the latter targets luminance differences for crisper dark-to-light transitions. Colorfulness adds a subtle vibrancy. Layer 74, and other sliders like exposure or film grain are minimized to avoid FPS hits or noise. These values evolve with wipes. For instance, Post 1.0 updates emphasized fog penetration and snow visibility, prompting slight saturation reductions. NoGenerals graphics settings. In the core graphics tab, NoGenerals employs a custom preset leaning toward medium/high hybrids to achieve 300+ FPS on modern hardware RTX 40 series GPUs paired with high refresh monitors. Texture quality is set to high or ultra for crisp player models and loot identification without excessive VRAM demands, ensuring distant enemies remain discernible. Shadow quality is critically lowered to low or off, a staple for pros as it removes dark blobs and corner hides that plague higher settings, dramatically improving sightlines in maps like Factory or Reserve. Anti-aliasing favors AMD FSR 2.1 on quality preferred over TAA for FPS gains or TAA high, delivering smooth edges while upscaling effectively for 1440p resolutions. Anisotropic filtering is maxed at high for angled surface detail, while volumetric lighting fog, grass shadows, and contact shadows are disabled to strip away obstructive effects crucial for pre-firing bushes or spotting through haze. HBAO SSAO remains on low for subtle depth without performance cost, and overall LOD quality is medium to balanced draw distance. VSync is off, FPS limit uncapped or matched to monitor refresh 360Hz, and full-screen exclusive mode for lowest latency. These tweaks, visible in his October 2025 and November 2025 clips, yield buttery-smooth performance while making the game bright and clear. NoGenerals sound settings. NoGenerals sound philosophy revolves around maximizing footstep clarity while minimizing distractions from ambient noise, gunshots, and UI sounds, adapted per wipe and patch. In videos like Pushing the New Audio Limits, he stress tests directional audio in offline factory raids, demonstrating how to push limits by balancing sliders to amplify subtle cues like crouch walking, a frequent bug he fixes via verify game files or DirectX tweaks. Typical pro configs he endorses mirrored in his settings: master volume 100%, effects 100%, footsteps reloads prioritized, ambient 60%, maps like reserve streets need tuning to avoid drowning, music 0%, interface 30%, silence menus, VoIP 100% for squad play. Binaural audio is often off for raw stereo accuracy, with headset set to ComTac or GSSH, 01 for max in-game gain, though he notes GSSH can ear rape. Windows settings: stereo output, loudness equalization off, exclusive mode on, sample rate 48 kHz 24-bit. He advises testing in SCAV factory runs, adjust until you hear every surface scrape distinctly. NoGenerals control settings. Combat keybinds are designed for split-second reactivity, integrating ADS, firing, and breath control into minimal inputs. Fire mode is left mouse button single press, with ADS set to a mouse bracket key hold for toggle-style aiming. Critically, NoGenerals uses Logitech G-Hub macros, not scripts, to bind ADS plus hold breath to the same bracket press, initiates both, bypassing the game's limitation where holding breath interrupts ADS if not timed perfectly. Firing mode toggle is triple tap B to avoid single double-click delays, check ammo/chamber on T, and inspect weapon dual bound to both lean keys E2 for quick malfunction clears. Melee is next to the one-key weapon scope elevation depression on mouse wheel, and switch sights on mouse wheel up-down. Shoulder aim transition is disabled due to recoil/stability penalties. Tactical device toggle on alt double tap for efficiency, and mode switch via mouse wheel side clicks macroed. Emergency reload is unbound to prevent accidental mag drops, favoring standard R reloads.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest news and updates. Drop a comment below sharing your favorite gaming setup tips or what you'd like to see next on the channel. Let's build a gaming community together.